Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 16th episode of the 4th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just clicking it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, interestingly, Leonard, he had to, he went to a social event for his work, and basically they was there to try and network to gain money so that they can obviously finance their department and they can get these additional resources to push their, obviously, research forward. And at first, Sheldon didn't want to actually go there, but after speaking with conversations with Amy, he was basically saying, look, mate, if you're going to have to rely on Howard and Raj and Leonard to actually acquire this funding, then basically you're screwed, aren't you? Well, they actually wasn't screwed. The person who got screwed was Leonard, because he had to take one for the team, as they were saying in the episode, and basically the person that was hosting the event, took a liking to him and he went out on a date. She made a move on him. He felt uncomfortable. Then Leonard was saying that he didn't want to see her again after she invited him back out, and Sheldon was like, look, mate, you've got to. He's kind of pimping him out. You're saying that, at least take one for the team and get the funding and do one good thing to contribute to the profession. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously when Leonard got into the vehicle and she was saying, look, she calmed him down. She said, look, I know I made you feel uncomfortable last night, and regardless of if you want to actually date me or sleep with me or whatnot, we're still going to financially, provide the money towards his department because you guys are doing some great research anyway. That helped Leonard kind of be a bit more calmer, let his guard down, feel a bit more relaxed, and then through a few more conversations, he decided, you know what, sack it, let's go for it. And he ended up sleeping with her, which obviously ended up giving Sheldon a proud dad moment, so that was interesting as well. But let's see what happens to today's episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you do, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Just thinking about the noises people make during sex.
I do sometimes get a bit carried away, don't I?
You sound a little like a drunken monkey.
This is perfect. I hope this moment never ends.
Me too.
Oh, gotta go.
I thought his mum was going to shout.
Oh, my mother needs me in the morning.
Oh, no, why is it not a full on
You
top?
can manage to put a wig on by yourself.
It's not just the wig. It's pinning her hair up, drawing on her eyebrows. It's a two-person job.
When you leave right after we make love, it makes me feel cheap.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. What can I do?
Stay.
Like, what, another 5-10 minutes?
Go home. Considered us living together?
I don't know. You, me, Ma, living under the same roof?
Move in here, or we can find a place?
Wait for my mom's heart to explode from all the salt she eats. Then we just stick her in the ground, flip her mattress, and move into the big bedroom.
You know what, right? Talking about noises, the big... She actually reminds me of Moaning Myrtle from Harry Potter. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but now I'm thinking about it, she actually really does sound like her. And Howard as well, I think once you get into a routine and you realise that even though it's a love-hate kind of relationship between him and his mum, she does his head in all of the time. He obviously loves her and he wants to be around and help her as well. If she needs him, he wants to be there. And it's kind of a tough situation to kind of get out of that predicament.
Who's there? Are you a sex criminal?
Sex criminals don't have keys, Ma!
Where were you so late?
I was out with Bernadette!
I hope to God you used a condom.
I'm not having this conversation with you, Ma!
I'm just going to leave.
I don't have to take this!
Isn't it?
Good luck with your eyebrows in the morning!
Hey, what's up?
I need a place to crash. Big fight with my mother.
Still arguing over which CSI is the best?
We agree they all have their merits.
What's going on?
Well, Howard's gonna sleep here tonight. He had a fight with his mother.
Did you offer him a hot beverage?
I mean, that is good courtesy, that. Good manners.
No.
Leonard, social protocol states when a friend is upset, you offer them a hot beverage, such as tea. Of inquiry, given that Leonard is your secondary friend and Kuthrapali is your primary friend, why didn't you seek refuge under his roof?
There's no room. His sister is staying with him.
Wait, what?
The thing is, Bernadette doesn't like that I have to take care of my mother, and my mother doesn't trust Bernadette.
Yeah, that's a real pickle. Bye.
Oh, no, I'll finish making the tea while you narcissistically ramble on about whatever's troubling you.
I just want to talk to her.
I forbid it.
Open the door, Rajesh.
You heard me. I forbidded it.
Why didn't you call?
Clearly she was sending you a message to take a hike, Mike. It's completely inappropriate for a single woman to entertain a man in private. If you insist on talking, you must do it on the couch. Right? Just this once you may close the door, but keep in mind I'll be right out here monitoring the situation. Leonard, when you get this message, call me. Priya, this is your brother. When you get this, tell Leonard to check his voicemail.
Hi, Howard. Hi, Sheldon.
Hello. Why are you holding hands? I forbid you to hold hands.
Rajesh, you know Leonard and I spent the night together.
Yeah, but you were just sleeping because I forbade you to have sex.
If a woman's father is not around, the duty of controlling her base desires falls to the closest male member of her family. In this case, Raj.
There it is, Priya. We're Indian. We believe this stuff.
Priya, if you're experiencing any tension or awkwardness, it may stem from the fact that Leonard and Penny used to, if I may quote Howard, do the dance with no pants.
Hey, Bernadette, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
Mom's going to Palm Springs to visit her sister. That's 2 whole nights in a row I can sleep over with you all the way to morning.
That's your big solution to all of our problems? If your mom's nose holds up, we get 2 nights together?
Isn't that great?
You need to make a choice, me or your mother.
I mean, I think that's unfair, to be honest, because you would always pick your mum. You know, if anybody come and said, look, mate, it's your parents or me, you'd be like, okay, then bye, you know, regardless of, well, that's me anyway. You know, I've got a great relationship with my family, and like I was saying, he's got a love-hate with his mum. She pecks his head, she shouts at him, she moans at him, but at the end of the day, he loves her. You know what I'm saying? And I actually thinking, I understand Bernadette's point of view, to be honest. Like, I can't say that she's wrong in her intentions or what she's trying to say, but, like, the way she's going about it is wrong. You know, I can't remember what show that we was doing it. It might have been, what show did we watch? Basically, it said doing the right thing the wrong way is not the right way to go around it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can always have the right intentions, and it can always be the ultimate end goal was be totally pure. But if you do it the wrong way and approach it, then you just mess it all up. And you know, her actually trying to get him to move away from his mum, giving him the ultimatum that it's either have a girlfriend or don't see his mum anymore. It's not really the best way, is it? And also, with the Leonard situation with Priya, you know, well, first of all, okay, the first time when he slept with her and Raj found out, you know, I was saying he was quick to forgive him, you know, but then, you know, I kind of feel bad on him, the fact that he knows that Raj doesn't like it and he's upset and he don't want him to see his sister, but he's still going to done it anyway. That's why I kind of think it's bad. The first time, okay, maybe, but when after he's expressed himself and said that he doesn't like it and he doesn't approve it and it's his sister, like, Leonard shouldn't be going back. You know what I mean? That's what I think anyway. But be interesting to see what happens. Because the reason why they did actually break up Leonard and Penny was because Leonard was too forward. I mean, I wouldn't say it's too forward telling somebody you loved them if you've been in a relationship for long that they did. But do you know what I mean? The reason was Leonard jumped in too far and that's why they broke up. The reason why them two kind of didn't work last episode or whatever when it was together is Leonard was like, I'll move out, I'll stay with you. And it was too far again. Do you know what I mean? So it's Leonard always pushing it.
I came as quickly as I could. To comfort you, of course. Sheldon told me about Leonard dating Rajesh's sister, so I hightailed it over here to pick up the pieces of your broken heart. Now let's talk about Priya, that man-stealing bitch. Best girlfriends are often catty about the other woman. Then perhaps you don't understand what's going on. Your former boyfriend has replaced you with what appears to be a very suitable mate, arguably much more suitable than you. Priya is highly educated, she's an accomplished professional, and she comes from the culture that literally wrote the book on neat ways to have sex. This is a portable electroencephalogram. I'm doing research on emotions and brain activity, so when you start crying, I can see which region of the brain is activated. Cool, huh?
It is pretty cool. It is pretty cool, to be fair. It's mad science, isn't it?
I choose you.
Really? This is so great. I love you, Howard.
I love you too. So what's for dinner? That's fine. Why don't we go fool around in our bedroom?
Ah, you can't. He's,
Thought maybe
you
after
know,
we
you
eat,
can't blame
we
him.
could see an early movie.
I'd love that.
Love the way you say, I'd love that.
It's like Indian and
Just the
English.
same way I do. I'd love that.
I feel like she's got an English twang.
Rajesh, don't be a child.
I'm not being a child.
Ooh, I thought I smelled pizza. Oh, yes. Hi, I'm sorry, I didn't know you had company. I don't want to impose.
It's not an imposition. At this point in our ecosystem, you are akin to the plover, a small scavenging bird that eats extra food from between the teeth of crocodiles.
Priya, you're a lawyer, right?
I know, pretty boring, huh?
Oh, come on. It's not boring at all.
How you holding up?
I'm fine.
Oh, who are you kidding? She's breathtaking.
Leonard tells me you're an actress. That must be pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah, it's real great. Today I drove to Van Nuys for an audition I thought was gonna be for a cat food commercial. Turned out to be porn.
I took acting classes when I was at Cambridge. I loved it. We did Taming of the Shrew.
Oh, wow. I love Taming of the Shrew. I did a paper on it in high school.
I'm regretting my earlier cattiness. She is an absolute delight.
Can't believe we're finally living together.
Yeah. That would make this moment perfect.
What?
A little snack. You got any string cheese?
No, I might have some cheddar.
Yeah, remind me to put it on your shopping list.
Okay.
Do you have hypoallergenic detergent?
No.
Better put it on the list. If you wash my underwear with regular soap, I get little red bumps on my tuchus. Or I forget, tomorrow morning you're driving me to the dentist.
I have to take you?
You don't have to take me, you get to take me.
Telling me your mother usually takes you to the dentist?
It's not weird. There's lots of kids there with their moms.
All right, Howard, let's get something straight right now. I'm not going to be your mother.
Whoa, where did that come from?
But the thing is, alright, can you actually blame Howard for being in that situation? For example, how old are these? 30 odd or whatever's like around that age? You know, if he's used to somebody cleaning his clothes all the time, somebody making his food all the time, somebody buying his food all the time, somebody chauffeuring him around, do you know what I'm saying? Like, he is going to be in a massive adjustment period, you know what I mean? So like, if he says he expects this and this, you know, if he's thinking that he's going to come home from work and have tea ready every night, or he's going to have snacks ready waited on him, do you know what I mean? And she's going to do his clothes and wash and iron and you know, like, take him around, then again, I feel like, okay, she could do what she just said there, say, I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z all of the time, and then, you know, I'm not actually going to be your mum. I'll help you, I'll take you, I'll do this, I'll do that, but she's got to understand that, you know, if somebody's always experienced and done things one way, it's always hard changing over, regardless of whether it's living or, you know, it could just be an action in life, you know. If you're so used to this cycle and everything that you do, breaking out of it and taking away, it's really hard. So, you know, you got to be a bit understanding.
Who's there? Is it a sex criminal?
Nobody wants to do that to you, Mom!
Left you some brisket on the kitchen counter.
Thank you!
Remember to floss after we have the dentist in the morning.
I just wanted to check in on you.
Why?
Seems like the appropriate thing to do when one's best friend finds herself replaced by a smart, beautiful woman with the smoldering sexuality of a crouched Bengal tiger.
Quite pleased that Leonard has found someone that makes him so happy.
Now let's get these electrodes attached and see what's going on in that pretty little noggin of yours.
I smell Chinese food.
It's actually Thai. You're slipping.
Are Leonard and Priya here?
They went to Catalina for the weekend.
It's just the two of us, huh?
Actually, it's the three of us.
Bester.
Bestie?
Bester.
Thanks to you, I was able to make a rhesus monkey cry like a disgraced televangelist.
See, do you reckon that Sheldon's learned that of Amy? You know what I mean? Like, you know, do you reckon he's picking up little... Because you do, don't you? Association with people, you pick up traits. You know, for example, if you grew up from the age of 1, for example, in a household that was just hardcore doing drugs, your outlook on drugs when you get older would be totally different to somebody that has never done it before. Do you know what I mean? Raised in a family that absolutely hated it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's association with people changes your opinions on situations. And I don't know, in today's episode, I thought Sheldon was a great friend. I actually thought he was a really good friend. Like, he was giving decent advice. He was taking people's opinions into consideration. He was offering them things. He was trying to cheer them up. But, you know, he's never disregarded Penny in terms of, like, trying to give her backhanded compliments or push her away. He was offering her to come in and sit down and talk and do you want tea and, you know, have some pizza. And I don't know, like, I know the episode wasn't about Sheldon, but I actually feel like in the episode, he's actually been a really good friend, to be honest. I actually do. And, you know, speaking about really good friends, I think, I don't know, whoever's decided to implement Amy in terms of a forceful, bestie-friendly relationship with Penny, I think it's worked the best they could have done, to be honest. I actually do, because she's not really that annoying, Amy. She's just a little bit different to the other people in terms of personalities, and, like, forcing herself onto Penny being a best friend, because it is forced, isn't it? She's forcing herself always on Penny, but she's not being an arsehole or anything. She's actually being a nice person in those situations, and she's being considerate, and she's always engaging, and she's trying to help her out and feel good. And okay, yeah, she's doing a little experiment for herself, but at the end of the day, she's making herself be in the show and we're making her come across as a nice, kind character, not overwhelming and forceful and too nerdy, to be honest. You know, she's not hardcore forcing, and I don't know. I actually feel that the way they've done Amy, I think they've done really well with it, to be honest. I actually do. I also feel like she's impacting Sheldon, like I was saying there, of association, with making his character a little bit better as well. So, I don't know what. The introduction of it and the way they're utilising it is a big positive for me, honestly. I think it's really good. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Really liked it, me. Honestly, I actually really did think it was a decent one. I'm just there complimenting Amy and Sheldon. Thought they're both great friends in the episode. Feel like they both elevated each other, if I'm being totally honest. They were not overused her, and you know, we had all three of the women involved in today's episode, which is great. And well, 4 with Priya coming in as well, which is interesting. You know, Priya, Bernadette, Amy, and Penny. Who would have thought, considering for the first 3 seasons we just had 1 female? Do you know what I mean? Like, literally an influx. It's great stuff, honestly, and we're utilising it well. Everybody's getting their own time on the screen. We're not fully forcing everybody to be, you know, in the show. And you know, in today's episode it was kind of mainly obviously around Howard moving in with Bernadette, and the way that Bernadette was saying that he has to select between her and his mum, because obviously, you know, basically he chooses all his time. You know, I understand her feelings when she was saying that he goes around, he has sex, he just gets up and leaves, because clearly it's obviously making her feel used and tacky and not really, you know, like a girlfriend, so to speak. It's like an object, and you know, I can't really say that she's wrong with that. I understand it totally, and you know, that is something that he needs to actually sort out. You know, the fact is he doesn't have to move out of his mum's to be in with her, but maybe he can stay over and he can explain to his mum that he does have a girlfriend, and obviously 1 or 2 nights a week, you know, maybe 3 nights, and he's going to stay there, and he'll split his time between here and her house, and they'll do activities with her and still help her, whilst also obviously maintaining his relationship. That's the best way forward. That way, Bernadette's not going to be fully overwhelmed with obviously Howard and his baggage. And in terms of baggage, it's just, I know, an adjustment period to obviously how somebody lives. You could be really clean, they could be really dirty, they're going to leave shit all over the house, you're going to have to pick it all up. It's just hard, you know what I mean? Like, he's weighty and needy, he's obviously got a mum who cooks for him all the time, babies, pampers him, does all his washing, cleaning, cooking, travel, do you know what I mean? And now obviously it's not there, he's reliant on somebody else, and now she's going to be the one that's the brunt of all of his stuff, and it's just all too much at once, you know what I mean? So I can't really say that Bernadette's wrong in obviously moaning that obviously wants all these things, and I can't really blame Howard for obviously, well, expecting, you can blame, but like kind of being in a familiar routine cycle and like thinking she would do this, and this for him, you know, it's going to take time for him to obviously figure it out, because he hasn't ever lived on his own. He's never done anything himself. He's always been with his mum in it, and obviously now he's back with her. I'm hoping that this isn't a relationship ender, like, you know, like they've done with them, and we don't see Bernadette for like 4 more episodes because they've had like a little breakup and fight in today's episode. But I think overall, in the context of it, it was a good episode, and I really did enjoy it, and hopefully you guys did too. If you did enjoy it, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.